Hello, here we are in San Juan with our patient Mike, and Mike has some problems. His first problem is, well, his both knees. They wanted to make him an artificial knee replacement, and he has big hearing problems as well. Then he had problems in his neck. Now I want him to speak in English. I want him to say your only problems.
Okay, so yes, I do have problems with my knees and was told by physical therapists, you're gonna need 2 knee replacements. And on top of that, last year I slipped on the ice twice and tore a ligament behind my knee on this side. So I did an initial visit in 2019. This is 2020 in February. And so I was here a year ago and I could hardly walk. I mean, I just limped in this place, and going up and down steps was excruciating. By the end of 9 days of treatment, I was able to walk fairly well, certainly not perfect. I also came here with bad skin eczema, and I just itched everywhere. You would just see me sitting here talking, I would just be constantly doing that. And then I also have very bad hearing. You can see I have hearing aids in both ears. I'll say up front that last year, I didn't have any results with improving my hearing. Okay, but the knees improved significantly, and I'm thrilled about that. I was able to walk, and then over time, my knees got better and better, especially as I stayed strict on Dr. Hellenthal's diet. I did slip later on in the year, and my knees got worse. If you add inflammatory foods to your diet, you're going to get inflammatory issues, which is what arthritis is. And so I paid the price of it there. When it comes to the eczema with my skin, I had, an initial improvement, but then when I went back to America, if I wasn't perfect, I mean absolutely perfect on the diet, I would break out in a skin rash. And he did give me some stem cells to bring back to America, and that makes you ultra sensitive to any problems. So I tried to stay very strict on the diet. When I ran through the full course of the stem cells, my skin began to improve significantly. And to this day, even though I'm scratching right now, to this day, I would say most of the eczema has gone away, and I don't have the problems that I used to have. My knees are better. This time I'm here because I want my knees to get even better, and then quite frankly, we are focusing on my hearing. The doctor and his assistants have determined that the hearing and the nasal passages are all connected. So they've been putting some iodine on a Q-tip swab with a little bit of antibiotic, and they've been putting it up in my nose, and it's been releasing my sinuses. Quite frankly, I have felt an improvement slightly in my hearing. So it's a question of, will this make a difference going forward? And I'm hopeful for it. And the way I look at it is, what's the alternative? The alternative is knee replacements. The alternative is my hearing continues to slowly deteriorate. So instead, I opt to spend a little money, and it's only money. You think about it. This is my health that I'm talking about. And I'm willing to take a risk, because this is a risk. If you were to look around this clinic, this is not a clinic that you would see in the United States or in Europe. It is in a developing country clinic. But again, I'm good with that, because they have sanitary procedures here, and I feel like I said, it's only money. I'm going to take that chance, and so far I've had pretty good results, and I haven't had phenomenal results. But I am 60 years old, so I can't have 25-year-old knees, but maybe I can have really good functioning 60-year-old knees, and maybe I can have better skin, and maybe I can reduce the deterioration of my hearing, and hopefully I will improve my hearing.
Okay, thank you. Entonces yo voy a hablar muy brevemente en español. Mike es un paciente, él viene de Estados Unidos, él ha hecho una vez el año pasado nuestra terapia, querían hacer a él una operación a sus dos rodillas artificiales. Él tenía un eczema muy fuerte y él tiene problemas con su oído. Lo que se ha mejorado sensiblemente mucho es sus pies. Él ahora no necesita más una operación a las rodillas y su eczema ya se ha ido. Lo que es muy importante, él lo dice, hay que tenerse estrictísimamente a la dieta. Él tiene la impresión que después de ahora un poco de tratamiento aquí, unos 5 días o 4 días tenemos aquí, que sus posibilidades de huir se han mejorado. Entonces, lo que él tiene una infección crónica en sus silos aquí, y ahora estamos concentrando en eso. Entonces, muchísimas gracias, Mike. Thank you very much. También era visto 3, 4 otros pacientes que tenemos aquí, and the other patients they have been very
The other patients at the hotel?
yes,
Yeah, you know, that's one other thing that's very interesting actually, is that the other patients at the hotel have completely divergent issues. One is cancer, and it's a woman, and then a man has kidney problems. And then there's me with knee problems, hearing problems, and eczema. So these are completely divergent issues, and we're all here for the same treatment, and we're all hopeful in the same way.
Ok, entonces ella conoció también el hotel victoriano, él conoció otra pacientes míos, una señora con un tumor con metástasis y un hombre que tiene problemas en sus riñones. Todos se han mejorado. Eso es muy interesante, para ellos es muy interesante que la gente realmente con muy diferentes problemas vienen aquí y tienen con nuestra medicina, con la célula madre embrionarias, con la vacuna autoinmune, con la dieta y con infusiones, con medicamentos, con un antibiótico de reserva, la gente tenemos éxito. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you very much, Mike.
Okay, my pleasure.
Yes, he's quite an intelligent patient. I told him you are more intelligent than the police is allowing.
Well, thank you. I think this will work.